Begin on your mat with one leg forward and your front leg slightly bent, and gently lean forwards, placing your hands on your thighs to increase the stretch, and raise your back heel up off the ground. Maintaining a straight back the whole time, and swap legs. Raising your back heel off the ground, gently lifting and releasing, activating your calf muscles, building strength each time. And back to neutral. Swapping your legs again, bending and arching in, and then pushing your hips in, arching your back slightly, straightening and pushing your hips forwards, arching and pushing your hips forwards, arching your back, pushing your hips forwards, arching your back, and back to neutral. Now going into a hamstring stretch. Straighten the leg, bend forward, maintain a straight back. Feel free to adjust your feet position and bending forward, straightening your leg and lifting your toes off the ground. And gently lean forwards. And bring your back leg forward and swap legs. Arching your back. And pushing your hips forwards. Arching your back and pushing your hips forwards. Repeating this movement, feeling the full movement of your hips and back, moving in and out. Feeling the movement of your hips, fully engaging your hips, and understanding where neutral the straight back is. And going into a hamstring stretch now, straightening your right leg, bending with a straight back forwards, and raising your toes off the ground. Bending forwards and back up. Bending forwards and back up. And bring your feet together, kneel onto the ground, go onto all fours. And kick your right leg out. Hold and gently raise and release. Raise and release. Raise and release. Activating your glute muscles. Raise the leg gently and releasing. Raising and releasing. Using your hands to balance and keeping a neutral back, making sure you're not arching your back in and out. And swap legs. Gently raise the leg up and up and up and up. Activating your glute muscles, raising up, and back down to the ground. Sit in a cross-legged position, moving to a butterfly pose. Bring the soles of your feet together, gently hold and sit in this position. Place your hands behind your back, arching your back and pushing your hips in. Every time you arch your back, raise your knees up, push your hips in and push your knees down. Repeating this motion, fully engaging your hips. And fully breathing along the way. Place a yoga block in front of your feet. Use for support and use to help. Help you maintain a straight back and lean forwards gently. Bring your right knee in and just gently close your knees together like a book, opening and closing from side to side. Arching your back, pushing your hips in. And opening your knees again. Using your yoga block to reach further towards your toes, pushing your hips forwards and maintaining a straight back. Always maintaining a straight back, never slouching over. And gently leaning forwards. Gently rolling down onto the back and lying flat on the ground with your knees pointing up and your feet flat on the ground. And gently doing hip thrusts, using your hands to push off the ground if needed, but using your hips mainly. Raising up, holding and raising down, squeezing your glutes each time, building strength in your glutes and your hip flexors. And raising up, bringing your right knee in, holding it and flexing your foot, pointing and flexing your foot. Repeating this motion, engaging your calf muscle. Up and pointed. Up and pointed. Up and gently pulsing the foot and the knee upwards towards your chest. And twisting and gently moving from side to side, using your hip flexors and your hip rotation to do this movement. Straightening your leg and gently bending it. Pointing your foot, flexing your foot. Repeating this motion, engaging your leg. And taking your time. And placing your foot back on the ground and swapping legs. Bring your knee in. Use your hands to bring the knee in. And push the knee out with your hips and flex the foot. Flexing the foot, pointing the foot. From bent to almost straight. Using your hips to do this motion, activating your hips and taking your time. Now moving from side to side, using your hands to gently guide if needed, but mainly using your hip muscles. Flexing the foot, straighten the leg and slightly bending, and bringing the knee down. Bring both knees in, use your arms wrapped around and rock up to seated. Bring your yoga blocks forward. Use your yoga blocks as balance, going into a front lunge, holding the stretch, maintaining a straight back, and straightening the leg. Back into the lunge. Holding the lunge, getting used to this position for your front splits. Pushing forwards each time, getting your hips deeper and deeper into the stretch, and slightly bending to the right. Bending to the right while in the lunge, and bending to the right again. Using your right hand on the yoga blocks for stability. And straightening your leg, going into a hamstring stretch. Flex the foot, point the foot, flex the foot, point the foot. And repeating this motion. Flexing and straightening, flexing and straightening. And bending forwards gently. And bending forwards into a front lunge again. Taking your time, lowering the blocks to get deeper into the stretch. Pushing each time deeper. Gently raise your left foot up while leaving your knee on the ground. If you need to use a pillow, feel free to lessen the pressure on the knee. Raise the foot up and release down. Hold. And lowering your foot down. Straightening your front leg and bringing it back around. Swapping legs, going into a front lunge with your left leg forward. And going into the stretch deeper than before. And bending in again, pushing your hips down and releasing. Bending forwards, balancing yourself on your blocks, and pushing down and in. And holding the stretch. And twisting over with your right arm. And twist over again, using your left arm as balance. And repeating this motion, maintaining a straight back while in this lunge position. And releasing. And gently straightening your leg. And releasing. Bending down, stretching your hamstring and releasing. Flexing your foot each time you bend down. And bending down. And bending down again. And straightening your leg, stretching your hamstring, and bending forwards into a front lunge. Using the blocks to balance yourself, and gently lifting your right leg up while keeping your knee on the ground. If you need to take the pressure off your knee, feel free to use a pillow. Raising your knee up and lowering it down. Maintaining a straight back, pushing into the lunge with your hips as deep as it will go. Raising up and releasing. Raising up and releasing. Up and release. And bringing your leg back and sit on your knees. Using your blocks, swap legs. Bring your right leg forwards and bring yourself into a front split position, straightening your front leg, maintaining a straight back. Just feel the stretch, get used to this position. Breathing in and breathing out. Flexing your foot. And if you can feel like you can, go deeper into the stretch. Holding this position. Maintaining a straight back. And bringing your leg back. And swap legs. Bring your left leg forward. Straighten your leg. Pointing your toes and flexing your foot. Maintaining a straight back. What?
Your teeth don't
Yeah, I
fit.
said I'm coming.
When?
In 5 minutes.
I'll be gone.
What the hattie glue is got?
2 minutes, I'll be going.
And straightening your leg and pointing your foot. Bending forward slightly. Maintaining balance with the blocks. And going deeper into your front splits. While not fully going into them, just get used to this position. And releasing, bringing your leg back. Sitting down on your mat, place your hands behind you and just wiggle your legs in and out, in and out. Reaching down towards your toes, not in a stressed position, in a very relaxed position. And just hold this pose. Make sure you're using your hips first. And gently roll back up. Bring your right leg in, place it on top of the thigh, and gently push your knee down. And raise your left leg up, going into a small figure 4 pose. And gently just push that knee down, using your hands as stability, and releasing, and repeating on the other side. And gently push your knee out. Try and maintain a straight back, and release. Increasing a torso twist, use your right arm to twist. And swap sides, gently twist, and exhale. And release. And repeat. And repeat on the other side.